Hello. This is the daily human design energy report for March 27th, 2023. And so the sun is now in that third line of gate 17. So the martyr line, right? Trial and error, figuring it out, feeling it out. And so this key word is actually understanding. Understanding. The awareness that the best road is not necessarily the most interesting. Following the best road provides the experience necessary to meet the challenge of the road's end. The understanding that the best opinions are grounded in the detail. Taking of shortcuts may get one to the end quicker, but essential experience will be missed. The possibility of skipping details and limiting the value of the opinion. And so it truly is about the journey, right? It really is how we get there. It's the stories, the lessons, the people, the experiences that we gain, that we get to meet along the way. And so how can we really look at that and realize sometimes, you know, it might not be the fastest, and it says not necessarily the most interesting, and sometimes that may be the case too. Sometimes it's opting to not go out and to do some of these things and to stay home and to rest, right? And that's the best path for you, right? It might not be the interesting path. It might be taking care of yourself, doing a little bit of self-care, and skipping out on that social event. And so really looking at the best way for you to be nourished and sustained, and to be following your intuition, your authority, your strategy. We can do this with compassion, coming from our G center, going down into the sacral. And so having this energy, having this drive, knowing this direction, having this connected right to the sacral, having the energy to do it, but also coming from compassion, coming of a place that it's not forcing, that it's allowing it to open up, that it's going to be the way and how quick that it needs to be, right? It's going to flow. You're going to follow along kind of with the way that it starts to unfold with a compassionate heart. And when we kind of look at it as like the journey and not necessarily as quick to getting to the end game, it is a little bit more compassionate. It's coming from a more feminine kind of flow, a little bit more of this love based energy. And so really allowing that following of the nudges, the following of the authority, the following of the intuition, right? See what little fairy magic we get with a compassionate heart, this understanding, right? Compassion and understanding all lead to this acceptance, right? Self-acceptance, which leads to that unconditional love. And that's truly what we're all here to do, right? Too many dragons. And so, this is about also having some compassion, having a little bit of acceptance. And so checking in and seeing, almost opened right to the page, schedules. When life gets you down, it's telling you to make a change. Are you moving in too many directions or taking on too much? Do you enjoy what you are doing? It's time to put things back in order. Save some sacred time to do what's just for you each day. Step back and prioritize the obligations in your life. Do all the tasks with the spirit of joy. A job done without joy is of no benefit to anyone. Release all the worries of the wind into the wind of transformation. It's okay to cast away a few dragons. When you have too many things on your mind, too many directions in which you have to go, you tend to stress the body. It's important to release from your life things that are not in your best interest. If you're one who's caught up in the "if I don't do it, who will" trap, release everything you do not need to do, and you will soon see others will take up the slack. It may be their lesson that they need for growth. Ask yourself why you hang on to these tasks. Are you feeling like you're trying to be a super person in order to please others? Or because you feel like you have to prove your worth? Or is your ego telling you that others cannot do things as well as you can? If it's something you love to do, you know it will be done for you. If not, then maybe think it over. It's important to remember to not overschedule your children either. They need time to learn to create on their own, a time for their imagination to flow. It's good to be bored every once in a while. Boredom is a time when they can explore what lies within their minds and discover the potential. This, I think, is so powerful, talking about taking on so many things and putting on so many things. And really, when we're talking about this energy of this following, of this opinions, of like really this external stimulation of getting all of these messages, all of these downloads, and really needing to know which are the ones that are truly meant for you to take on, to transmute, to bring into fruition. Which ones maybe you just discuss with somebody and maybe see if it sticks with something, and maybe that was just your job was to just talk about it out loud, and that was it. And so really looking into this and being compassionate, having that compassionate heart with yourself and having that grace, and realizing that we do take away sometimes other people's lessons of growth. And so when we give responsibility back to others and allow them to do some of these tasks, and we stop taking on trying to be the superhero, right? Then there's opportunities for them to step up, for them to grow, for them to rise as well. So lean into this following, lean into this compassion, and also lean into, how much are you really taking on? And do you have time for yourself to be bored, to allow yourself to create, to allow your mind to kind of rest and then flow and dream and to do all of these things? I'm sending you all so much love.